So as you lie here, just take a moment to root and ground down. Send the roots into Mother Earth. Connect with how you're feeling emotionally, mentally, physically. So scanning through. Let's go through our chakras. Not all classes will even talk about chakras, but they are a big part of our subtle body energy. So becoming aware of Muladhara at the base of your spine, lovely red energy here, connecting to your legs and feet. And then Svadhisthana, your sacral chakra, below your navel and your lower back, very linked with your emotions and relationships and just the fluidity of life. So your bladder and fluid like the blood. Your solar plexus above your navel is a little powerhouse inside where you store your prana and where it is linked with our liver and our self-worth, how much action we take in life, whether we're lethargic. Heart center and Hatha, that lovely green and pink at the heart, is connected with your compassion for yourself and others. And in your throat, everything else that we're feeling through our body comes out when we speak, whether we are being kind or not so kind. And then our thoughts are related to how we speak with Ajna and our intuition here. And then our crown is where we open up to, well, the source of everything that is created here, whatever that means to you. And just taking a moment to reflect through these areas. Each of these chakras relates although they're inside us and they're invisible, you couldn't cut yourself open and see your energy centers. They are each linked with your endocrine system, the glands. The root is our adrenals. And there's all different ones as they go through the chakras. So I'm going to join you lying down and we'll start our stretches now. We're familiar with how this feels. So taking a nice deep breath in and the right arm over. Hand to the floor, lovely stretch here. Toes lifted and flexing into your foot. And just gradually and slowly start to lower the leg and lift the arm. And try to make your right side longer than your left. Creating some space in your waist. Now just point your toes on your left foot. And feel that nice stretch across the top of your foot and your ankle and your shin. And then when we're ready, let's everything relax and then take the arm down to the side of the body again. We'll turn the palms up. Relax the back and buttocks and legs for a moment. Just take a breath. And notice subtleties of just that stretch. Let's do the other side. So as we inhale, left arm over. And then flexing into the foot, get a lovely stretch through your calf muscle. Starting to lower the leg and lift the arm. Stretch the fingers out wide. And then we'll point the toes. And then when you're ready, just exhale and relax everything back down to the side of the body. Palms up, just take a breath here. And then when you're ready, inhaling both arms over. And just enjoying feeling a little bit more spacious in your body as you flex the feet and then point both your toes and flex again and then point again. Lifting the arms, feeling that stretch through the shoulder blades. Lovely stretch in the belly. What do you feel around the ribs? And then when you're ready, exhaling, arms down. Let everything become passive and soft. So we'll draw our right knee into chest, hands around the shin, deep breath in, and then exhaling as you come up. Feeling your belly float back down to your spine, pausing just for a moment, and then breathe in, come down. Other side. Nice deep breath. Exhaling up. And then inhaling down. both knees. Deep breath in. And coming up. Squeezing all the stagnant air out. And when you're ready, inhale, coming down, hands on the knees, just taking a nice gentle rock side to side. And then some small rotations, maybe one way and then the other. Taking this time just to feel your back, feel your spine, feel the muscles, what's going on, what's tender today and what feels good. So let's take our hands and feet up into the air and we'll stretch our toes and stretch our fingers and then make fists and curl the toes and then just take the thumbs inside and then outside as we open and close the hands. And then flexing wrists and ankles backwards and forwards. And then let's start to rotate ankles and wrists. One direction, then the other. And then we'll lower the arms down, keep the legs raised, and we'll just cycle. Here, just very gently engaging into the core, supporting this movement. How are your knees today? And then let's reverse that cycle. Can we coordinate ourselves backwards? Lovely. Have a moment, hug your knees in, just take a nice breath and loosen the belly. Take the left leg down to the mat or the left foot, whichever is more comfortable, and we'll raise the right leg and make some big circles. Warming up the hip. Planting that foot down, and then we'll take the left leg up, either the knee bent on the other leg or straight, whatever feels right. Just do a few circles one way and then the other. And then we'll hug our knees in for a moment. Just have a gentle rock. Taking the feet to the mat, we're going to just thread the needle pose. So bring the right foot onto your left knee. And then hands just hug around your left thigh, bringing the leg away from the mat. Just enjoying this stretch. Try to relax a little. If anyone's got sciatica in a flare-up, maybe being gentle here or avoiding this pose if it doesn't feel right. And then let's do the other side. So just lower your legs down. We'll bring the left foot to the right knee. And then hands round your thigh. Noticing how tight you might feel today in this pose. Okay, and then just gently release. Again, if you want to just hold the knees and rock a few times. We'll roll ourselves up to seated. Just do our neck and upper body. So onto your cushions if that's comfortable. Okay. Have a few moments. We're going to use a different mudra today for the heart. Hridaya mudra. So bring your first finger into the root of your thumb, the base of your thumb. Then the next two fingers, middle finger and ring finger, touch the thumbs, and then the little finger rests out. See if you can do that. This is Hridaya mudra. And you remember a few weeks ago when we did the hand movements here and we affected the breath whenever we changed the hands. So this one is said to help the heart energy. So we'll just take our eyes closed, have a nice lift through your spine. Just get comfortable. We'll take our chin down, pausing gently here to notice whatever we're feeling. any tightness and tension, any little twinges in our nerves. Let's take the chin up to the ceiling. And feel that lovely stretch from the edge of your chin all the way down your throat. And then we'll take the chin down. Nice slow movements. Feel everything that you feel on the way. Once more up. And then coming back to centre. We're going to tilt the head to the right. So bring your right ear to your right shoulder. And then other side. Same again. Just do one more each side. Notice your breath. Where is your breath? Coming back to centre. Now turn your head as if you're looking over your right shoulder. Over to the left. And then the right again. And left. Returning to centre. Take the chin down and then a full rotation of the head all the way round, nice and slowly. And then the other way. And coming back to centre, opening your eyes, release your hands, give them a little wiggle if you can feel that, how you've used your hand in a different way. Taking the hands out in front of you. Actually palms up and then we're up to elbows. And then leaving the fingers on the shoulders and we'll rotate. Nice stretch here. Loosen up what's ever been weighing you down on your shoulders at the moment. Other way a few times. Okay. Lovely. Just slip off your cushions. Bring your feet into butterfly. And we'll just take a little stretch here. Nice deep breaths into the belly, direct the breath down. Feel a lovely big expansion in your ribs and your back. And just enjoy for a few moments being really conscious of your breath. Okay, lovely. So just lifting up. We'll come into gate pose, so come onto your knees. This is a nice side stretch. So take your right foot out to the side, if you've got the room. Okay, just resting that hand on your leg. We're going to inhale, breathe in. And lean towards your leg that's stretched out, so towards your right. And you can feel a lovely stretch in the side of your body. Okay, and release. Sometimes I like to have a block here for this, but we can come to the other side if that works for you. It might be too low. Actually, if you've got your cushions, you could use that to lean on. Just as a little bit more of a support. So coming to a nice stretch this side. Okay, coming up. If you've used anything, use your cushion the other side maybe. So we'll do the other side. Left leg extends. Just have a moment to get into place. Just resting that hand there. Inhale, take your right arm up. Lean towards your left. Oh, Jackie, other way. That's it. Leaning towards your leg that's extended. Can you feel that lovely stretch here? You might not feel like you come over too much. And then other side. So if you've used a bolster or something, and just come into that nice stretch. See if you can look under your arm up to the ceiling. Okay, coming up. How did that feel? A bit awkward? Strange? It's quite nice to come into the side stretch. It's another way, if you couldn't come into, Trikonasana triangle pose, if you couldn't do that for leg reasons or whatever, then that's a nice alternative to get that side stretch. Right, as we're kneeling, we'll do our little kneeling sun salutation. I'm just turning sideways, but you can stay where you are. So we'll do 3. Here's a nice gentle one. Deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale, salute the sun. And then exhale, kneeling back. Coming onto all fours. And then left arm, right leg. Gently lifting, pushing into the mat with your hand on your opposite foot. Lowering down. Other side. And then down, kneeling back. Coming up. And salute the sun. Okay, and again. Nice gentle back bend here. Coming down. All fours. Same again. Left arm, right leg. And lower. Other side. Lovely. Coming back. Lifting up. And then on this last one, we'll just hold that lift of the leg and the arm a little bit longer. Deep breath in. Onto all fours. Left arm, right leg. Okay, let's lift. Pausing here. Let's take 2 deep breaths. Notice your balance, your stability against the mat. Okay, lower. Let's do the other side. Push the top of your foot into the mat, the foot that's on the mat. Lovely. Lower. Coming back and coming up. Lovely. You all look really stable there today. Sometimes there's a few wobblers. You all looked really quite grounded and stable, which is really nice. Yeah. Okay, let's come up. Standing. Let's do an earth sequence. Okay. Hands to heart just to start with. Feeling into your toes. Let's have some grounding. Okay, and then we'll make a diamond shape with our hands, breathing in, looking through our diamond that we are, and then round and down. Those of you that are comfortable with this, just you can close your eyes if you wish. If anything feels unstable in your life at the moment, you feel ungrounded, then use this lovely flow to feel more grounded. Now we're going to squat and come down to the earth. Only coming down as much as you can or want to today. How do your knees feel as you bend? Turning to your right. Drawing the hands into heart. Try and follow your breath. Other side. How does your balance feel as you lean forward into your front leg and then come back? And then coming from your hips, not your waist, we pivot forwards. Have a moment as you come down here, maybe just take a breath or two if it feels nice to stretch into this forward fold. And when you're ready, breathing in, coming up. Last one. And then drawing your right foot to your left. And we come back to that starting position. Momentarily just close your eyes, thumbs to heart. How do you feel? How does your heart energy feel? Is there a nice lift in that heart energy? Okay, have a moment on the mat. It's such a gentle, loving sequence, that one, I think. Nice bit of a feeling of self-love, self-care. So just take a few moments lying back here. Listen to how your body feels. You can scan from head down through your neck and shoulders and arms. Check in with how you're feeling in the front of your body, all through the back of your body and your spine. Lower back, buttocks, legs, down to feet. And just becoming aware of anything that you sense, any sensations. Take some nice deep belly breaths here now. Really inflate your belly like a little balloon. And as you exhale, just see if there's a bit more softening going on through your body. Okay, when you're ready, let's draw the knees in. One at a time. Have a nice rock, roll. Okay, we're going to come up to standing. And if we turn to the mirror, we're going to do our little sequence of warriors and Trikonasana. Warriors are helpful for grounding and our root chakra. Trikonasana is lovely for your solar plexus. So if you're feeling tired and depleted, then this will charge you up a little bit. So starting with our legs, about a leg length apart. Okay, turning the toes to face forwards, the outer edge of our feet are nice and parallel. We're going to lift our arms, engage through our body, so feeling that lovely energy bringing us up, and then just rotating and activating through our biceps here. Hands to hips. Feel lifted rather than slouchy. Have that lovely energy through you. Turn in the toes of your left foot and turn out the toes of your right, so you're facing me. Notice where your hips, your elbows point, and just rotate them round because that's where your hips are pointing. We're going to extend our right arm and then just gently lower into Trikonasana. Let me come sideways. Okay. And then if you feel comfortable, taking that left arm up into the air and looking up to the ceiling, if that feels right for you through your neck. If not, you can face forwards. All right, lovely. Face forwards or look downwards if that's more comfortable. Okay, come up, nice and gently. Maybe just take your back foot a little bit further back. And we're going to bend into the right knee, that front knee that's facing me, and then come into Warrior Two. Virabhadrasana 2. Okay. Let's come into Warrior 1. So what you're going to do is you're going to rotate your left hip a bit forward, and you're going to bring both arms nice and parallel up. So facing this way towards me. So if I come into this pose, you'd be like this. Okay, not facing the mirror, looking up. Come back into Warrior 2. Right arm forwards, left arm back. And let's come into side lunge. So elbow to your knee that you're resting on. That's it. When I have to turn this way, I know I look all a different position from you. Come up, and now bring your back hand to your back leg, and then your front hand up and look at the palm of your hand. This is Reverse Warrior or Sun Warrior. And then we'll come back into Warrior 2. Turn your feet now to face the mirror. Clasp your arms, your hands at your elbows. Deep breath in. And a nice gentle forward fold now. And just hang here for a moment, holding onto your elbows. It's nice to pull the upper arms away from the body. Feel that stretch in the shoulder blades. Nice stretch through the lower back. Now bring your hands down to the mat and walk your hands forwards until your heels want to lift away. So it's like a downward facing dog, but with the legs wide. And just enjoy that lovely stretch through the back of your body. A nice stretch in the backs of your legs. Now walk your hands back to your body. Okay. Heel toe your feet inwards. And then we will roll up to a standing position. Okay. Rolling the shoulders. Right, so we're going to do that the other way. So again, facing the mirror, feet about a leg length apart. You're going to all be turning now towards the window, just so you know. Lifting the arms, feeling engaged, grounding through our feet. Activate your arms, hands to hips. Turn in the toes of your right foot, out the toes of your left. Swing your hips back round so you're nice and in line. Left arm comes up. And then gently into Trikonasana as you come down, lower down, nice and slowly. Listen to your body. And then if you're comfortable, taking your right arm up to the ceiling. Okay. Lovely. Coming up. All right, so we're going to come into Warrior. Take your back foot back. So your right foot comes further back. You're going to bend into your left knee into Warrior 2. Looking now out to sea. Looking at the middle finger of your front hand, your left hand, and sinking into this pose, feeling nice and steady. Okay, I want you to bring your left arm forward, and this encourages your right arm forward and your right hip forward into Warrior 1. So you're still looking out to sea and your gaze is between your hands, your arms are parallel. Okay, come back into Warrior 2 that we were just in. Elbow now down to your left thigh. Arm comes alongside your right ear. Lovely side stretch. We're going to lift up, take the back hand to our thigh behind us. Raise our left hand, looking at your palm. Sun Warrior, Reverse Warrior. Come back to Warrior 2. And now forward facing feet. Look towards the mirror. Bring your elbows, clasp your hands to your elbows. Lift your arms up and we're going to swing down into a pendulum. So turn towards your right leg. Start to lower towards your right leg. We're going to swing across like a pendulum And breathe in and come up the left side. And then we'll do the same but reverse. So go down towards your left leg. Swing across to your right. Lifting up. And now we're just going to take a nice deep breath in. And as we exhale, come forwards. Again, just pausing here, holding on to your elbows. Lovely stretch. Nice deep belly breaths. And then just relax your hands to the mat if that feels nice. Shake your head like you're saying no. Release through your neck. And then when you're ready, just heel toe the feet inwards. Right, before we come up, we're going to come into a nice gentle chair. So flatten your back, push your bottom out, and then with arms parallel, we're going to come up as if we're sitting in a chair, but we're not going to pause, we're just going to come straight up. But just through chair pose, okay. All right, lovelies. Have a moment to lie on your mat. As you lie here, there's a different feeling from after the earth sequence. Perhaps you feel a bit more energized. Maybe there is a sensation that you feel more around your solar plexus, above your navel. Taking a moment to feel where the prana or the chi moves through your body. When you lie here, notice any spots where it feels sort of tingly or cool in your body, not the aircon, but actually your body and how you feel. Try and relax your lower back. Is the temperature okay for everyone? Yeah, okay. Okay, so let's draw our knees in. Have a nice rock. And we'll just bring our feet to the mat and come into some lying spinal twist flows. So just stretching your arms out level with the shoulders. And in your own time and in your own way, we're just going to move into a gentle twist. So deep breath in. As you exhale, just start to drop the knees to the right. Inhale up to center. Nice and slowly drop the knees left. Inhale to center. And then right again. And just keep going. Slowly, quickly, pausing into the twist, whatever feels right for you. It's your body, your spine. Just enjoy how this feels. You can have your feet together as you do this, or slightly further apart, might feel a bit nicer. So experiment with how this feels. And you can look into the opposite direction of where your knees flow. Just get that lovely twist in the upper body and the neck. So how does this feel today? Some days you'll do this and it feels really clunky and awkward. And then other days you might do this and it just feels lovely and freeing and flowing, and it feels good for your back. As we move this way, we are affecting our spine, the cartilage, the vertebrae, the nerves that flow through from our spine, all the blood vessels that flow through them. The digestive system gets a nice little massage. Nice stretch in the sides of the waist affects our gallbladder. So we're going to end on the left-hand side. So if you just need to do one more each side, Or if you've come to the left, it's always good practice to end in a balanced way. So if you start right, ending left. Okay, find Shavasana. And again, enjoying how your body feels. Where do you feel the after effects of that? Is there a lovely warmth and a nourishment in the abdomen, upper and lower abdomen, around the lower part of the ribs where we've just moved, obviously? It's nice to connect, not just with the physical after effects, but the emotional and sort of the subtle body feelings. Notice your mind, whether your mind is full of thoughts or whether it's actually pretty clear at the moment, whether you're just concentrating on what you're doing in this present moment. So we'll draw the right knee in and then the left knee and have a nice little massage again on the back. If you want to hug your knees in tight and bring your head up, that feels nice sometimes. And then you can lower the head and just take the knees a little bit further away, and you rock more on the tailbone and the sacrum. As you circle, it's more the mid-back. Okay. Rolling up to seated, we'll do some seated stretches now. Bringing your legs out in front of you. We'll come into Paschimottanasana, which is seated forward fold. Okay. Try a gentle flex in your feet. You feel that already, can't you? Nice stretch through the back of the calves. And then we're going to have a nice lift through our spine. Take our arms up as we breathe in. And then gently come into whatever shape the body wants to create today. As you unflex your feet, it will become slightly easier. So if you relax your feet a little more, lean into the pose, and then maybe you can explore coming into a bit more of a flex again. Just see how it feels to be active in this posture. Some days you'll feel like you have flexibility, other days you feel very tight through your back and your hamstrings and legs. So don't judge yourself, just see what's happening today. If you'd like to just close your eyes and bring your awareness to your breath in your belly. So as you breathe in, we feel the belly. We feel the breath move through our back, into our upper back. Okay, take a breath. Let's just walk the hands back up. How does that feel? Have a little roll of the body if you need to. So we'll take now the left foot into the top of the right thigh. Janu Sirsasana, head to knee pose. A lovely lift, arms up. Forward fold towards the right leg. And just because you've got one leg folded in, you might feel like you have a little bit more movement here. See if you can relax any tension that you feel in your left hip, left leg. What's going through your mind right now? Was that negative? And was it a personal negative thought, or was it quite a nice positive thought? Try and identify what our internal dialogue is, especially when we come into hard postures that challenge us a bit. Okay, just breathing in, lifting up. Let's come into the other side. Just extend your legs. Other side in. Okay, if you need to, if your leg doesn't come down, you can always use your bolsters just to support underneath. So, okay, sit bones into the mat, lifting up, breathing in. Exhale, forwards, exploring this side. Sometimes we're surprised with what flexibility we have our different sides of our body. Try and relax the right leg that you've got bent. Deep breaths, belly breaths. Enjoy your body. And when you're ready, just take a deep breath in, coming up. Lie back on your mat for a moment. We've had just 3 forward folds then. So just tune into how your back feels. Roll down. Have a moment. Wag your tail if you need to. And rock your pelvis backwards and forwards if that helps to relieve any tightness in your lower back. And then just find that comfortable place you can be still. Some deep belly breaths, direct the prana, that breath to wherever you need it. And then we'll draw the knees in. From here, because we've done a little bit of forward folding, we'll come into bridge now. So feet to the buttocks, hip distance apart, palms down at the side of the body. And then we will come up like we did with the swinging of the legs. We'll just flow with this. So using your breath. Inhale, come up, lifting your body away from the mat. Just take a pause and then exhale, roll down. Keep your pelvis curled forward and then imagine bringing every vertebrae down one at a time, then rolling out your lumbar spine and then your tailbone last. Almost in slow motion and very precisely. So inhale up. Lovely deep inhale. Feel the strength, and then on a lovely slow exhalation, just let your body find the mat. Try not to come down with the body flat. Try and sort of roll your spine down like a row of beads along the floor. Coming up again. And enjoying the movement of your breath with your body. Coming down on the exhale. Feeling controlled in your buttocks, your thighs, as the spine just lowers down. 2 more, and then we'll have done 5. Notice how your knees feel, the feet, your heels into the mat, the ball of your foot into the mat. And then just last one. Notice the roll of your shoulders and where the back of your head connects with the mat. And then as you roll out, just find Shavasana again. Let yourself come back into a lovely neutral spine. And now you're perhaps feeling a lovely buzziness around the knees and the thighs and the pelvis. And maybe there feels like there's a bit more space in your spine. Like there's a bit more flexibility in movement. Observe your thoughts. Drawing knees in. Gentle rock. Massage anything that needs it on your back. So we've come forward. We'll come back. We're going to come into fish pose. So this is a nice counter pose to coming forward. Lying down, palms down. Slide your hands under your buttocks so that you're sitting on the backs of your hands. Just gently lift your chest and encourage your upper arms underneath your body. Okay. Gently, we're going to take a breath in. We're going to bend our elbows and come up. So breathe in, bend your elbows, your feet come forward and come up into fish. So looking at your toes, your chest is raised. And if you want to, take your head back. When you're ready, lift your head as to look at your toes again. And then gently lower down. Release your hands, find Shavasana and just notice that nice counter pose feeling in the lower back. Does it feel juicy? It's nice, isn't it? It's lovely to come into that. So we've come forwards, backwards. We've come into twists today. So now I'd like to do another side bend. Although we did with our gate pose to start off with, banana is a lovely restful one. So now take your feet over to the lower right corner. Cross your right leg over your left. Release your buttocks gently and then just shuffle your upper body to the top right corner. So everything has moved to the right and we have a nice stretch into our left side of the body. You can bring your arms overhead if you wish. If you're feeling like you just need that extra stimulation through the body, try and relax your buttocks and your lower back. Cactus arms. So just bend at the elbows, the hands resting on the floor. And if you just want to be a bit more nurturing to your body, just bring your hands back down to the side of your body. You choose. Try and relax the sides of your waist and your buttocks. That's often where the tension is held initially. And then we'll take a breath, we'll unfold our feet, let's gently come back into neutral spine, Shavasana. And you can feel that lovely juiciness now down the left side of your body. We've stretched there. Take a few deep breaths. And then let's do that the other side. So everything goes to the left. Left foot over the right, shoulders left. And then again, just playing with where you want your arms. Don't push into this pose too much if it doesn't feel right. Just be gentle here. Try and relax the sides of your waist. Nice deep breaths. Right, yogi's choice next. What pose does your body feel like it needs next? Child's pose, waterfall, supported bridge. Okay, coming out of banana. And then just thinking about how your body wants to feel next. Do you want to fold forward? Roll back, legs up. Twist. Don't be afraid to move between poses if you want to. If you want to try one, move into another one. Just taking a few minutes now to listen to your own body. Breathing deeply to belly. If you want to change positions, you can. Just while you're in the pose that you've chosen, what is it about this pose that you are drawn to? Is it a physical relief in a certain part of the body? Yeah, your back. Is it everyone's back? Yeah. It's funny, there's a few different postures, but it obviously targets the right thing for each of you. That's the beauty of yoga, in knowing your go-to postures. I know when I have upper back, you know, if I'm just tense between the shoulder blades, something like a fish pose or a certain pose on blocks that I use is beneficial. When you're in these poses, are you aware of your breath? Can you follow the breath into the belly, up into the chest? Sometimes it's quite nice to actually say to yourself, I am breathing in, I am breathing out. I am breathing in, I am breathing out. Lovely way to allow the mind to be focused. When you're ready, just begin to unwind out of your pose. Have a moment in Shavasana, all of you, just to reflect on how that pose felt. Have a moment to lie down. And what feels nice and juicy afterwards. Everyone's different, every physical body is different, and we all need different things. We're going to come into relaxation now, so if you want to pop over warm bits, put bolsters under the knees, anything under the head or blankets. So I'm going to try and play you this lovely piece of music that I found from a friend. So all of the chakras have what is called a bija mantra or a seed mantra. So the third eye and the crown are often related to Om. But the root is Lam, and then the sacral is Vam. Solar plexus is Ram. And then the heart is Yam. The throat is Ham. And then the crown and the third eye are Om. And this is a really lovely little piece of music that goes through the seed mantras and the name of the chakra. So I'm going to see if it plays for you.
Lam Muladhara Vam Swadhisthana Ram Manipura Yam Anadam Visuddhimaya Muladhara Vam Swadhisthana Ram Manipura Yam Anatam Visuddhim Agnyayam Sasrara Lam Muladhara Vam Swadhisthana Ram Manipura Yam Anatam Visuddhim Agnyayam Sasrara Lam Muladhara Vam Swadhisthana Ram Manipura Yam Anatam Visuddhim Agnyayam Sasrara Lam Muladhara Vam Swadhisthana Ram Manipura Yam Anatam Visuddhim Agnyayam Sasrara Lam Muladhara Vam Swadhisthana Ram Manipura Yam Anatam Visuddhim Agnyayam Sasrara Lam Muladhara Vam Swadhisthana Ram Manipura Yam Anatam Visuddhim Agnyayam Sasrara Lam Muladhara Vam Swadhisthana Ram Manipura Yam Anatam Visuddhim Agnyayam Sasrara Lam Muladhara Vam Swadhisthana Ram Manipura Yam Anatam Visuddhim Agnyayam Sasrara Lam Muladhara Vam Swadhisthana Ram Manipura Yam Anatam Visuddhim Agnyayam Sasrara
So very gently, just as you listen to this a little longer, just beginning to bring your mind back. Starting to notice how you're feeling. Perhaps beginning to just gently move fingers and toes as you take a few deep breaths. Noticing if the mind is quite still. Just gently moving in whatever way feels right for you, whether it's to stretch, And ever so slowly coming up. Mm. Mm. Gently joining me. And we'll chant 3 Oms. So just resting your hands, Chin Mudra. After the 3rd Om, we will have some silence. When you Om, bring your awareness to your 3rd eye, Ajna. And then when after the 3rd Om, that silence at the end of the Om resonates with Sahasrara, that crown chakra. So just tuning into how that feels. So when you're ready, let's join me with a deep breath in. Just bringing your internal gaze to your crown chakra, Sahasrara. Bringing hands together now, rubbing the hands, feel the warmth. And then begin to rub them a little bit harder and feel even more heat. Placing them over your eyes. And then gently blinking to let the light through. Parting your fingers, drawing your hands down to heart center. Om Shanti. Namaste.
Thank you.
Thank you, lovely. Thank you. I love